Yep. It's your boy, man. Come on now. You already know.
Another one.
In the building. Come on now.
Run it up.
Let's go. We'll talk a little bit before the final word. All right? We'll talk a little bit.
Say hood.
Alright, so today, you know your boy Boss is keeping his eye on his market. Man, I don't let nothing sneak up on me. You hear me? Run it up. Can't let it sneak up on you, man. I'm watching this market. Shit. You better watch it. Because to me, I'm being all the way real. The future of the Dallas Cowboys is more so depending on this Dak Prescott extension. He is the bank. He is the ticket. So this quarterback market, you better keep your eye on it. And I'm watching. It ain't gonna sneak up on your boy. So we gonna sit back, man. We gonna kind of talk about it. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. You know, we gonna, make sure that we all on the same page. You feel me? All right, I'll be right back. Let's go. Come on. Man, come on, man. Let's go. We got quarterbacks out getting paid. Our quarterback want an extension. Man, you ain't sneaking up on me. No side. Ain't no sneaking up on me. No side, no side. Come on in. Have a seat. Yeah, y'all know I mean that. Have a seat. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Man, it's quarterback market, so you gotta keep your eye on it. So we gonna talk about it. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Damn, plug, you speak Swahili?
What's up, man? It's your boy BossCowboySports, man. And keeping my eye on this quarterback market, cause free agency getting ready to start. And this is one of the most pivotal things to keep your eye on, in my opinion. So I'm gonna kind of talk about it because it's one thing, to be honest, that's happening right now that's very, very good news. And obviously we gonna take some calls and stuff. But it's one thing that's happening that's really, really good news. So I put this in the thumbnail and I'm explaining it, all right? And then also I want to let y'all know, before I really kind of get going on this content, we got a special guest tonight, Mr. Okoye himself. We will have the final word on Ezekiel Elliott. All this calling in and stuff that we've been doing, where we've been tagging the homie in. Nah, we go get down. We invited him to the fight, but it's not gonna be a fight. You know how we rock at the final word. It's gonna be a discussion. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a high-level discussion on the value of these guys and what makes sense. So we're gonna be talking about this. So y'all make sure y'all come back for that. That's gonna be a dope show. Y'all make sure y'all already know, when you get that amount of content creators, that's high-level content creators, it's gonna be a show. Regardless of what side anybody on, it's gonna be a good show. But today we're talking about this Derek Carr and Geno Smith. New deals helped the Dallas Cowboys, because it did. Ooh, it helped. Hold on, let me set up my stuff real quick. Let me just make sure I got this stuff set up right. I'm gonna turn this music down some too. All right, real quick. And then my boy Life Crazy, he says, see, we gonna talk about this tonight. My boy Life Crazy say Zeke is gone after this pilot. Well, see, this is the thing about a tag. Sometimes a tag is not permanent. Sometimes what you do with a tag is you tag players to give you more time to try to work out a deal, because they trying to work a lot of deals right now. They trying to work a lot of deals right now. But it does make it bad for Zeke in terms of running back budgets. But we gonna have to see, what Zeke wants to do, what offers they give him. As long as it's respectable, we might be able to retain Zeke. But if we thinking we can just replace Zeke in the draft, then we not gonna do it. And I don't think it's as easy as what people think. I don't buy into the running back theory. I don't believe in that theory that you can replace with a running back. At this point, I'm also say this, and I mean this. At this point, it's lazy to say a running back. See, now that we have these guys combine times, now that we have all the measurables, and now that we've all done our research, it's time to put some names on these candidates. It's time to put some names on these candidates and some realistic candidates. And because now it's time to really compare your idea with what's actually out there. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about these contracts. So the first one we go talk about, and then I'm gonna take a call, is Geno Smith. So this is the deal, and I'm gonna just explain this. That Geno Smith contract greatly helped out the Dallas Cowboys. Greatly. Because to be honest, Geno Smith played very good last year. Like, he was top 5 in MVP discussions last year. And see, Geno Smith, to be honest, can I be honest? Do y'all want me to lie or be honest? Tell me now. What y'all want? But if I'm being all the way honest, Geno Smith left some money on the table. Yeah. He left a lot of money on the table. He left a lot. He gave them a real good deal. So, as you know, yeah, and he said Geno Smith renewed his career, and I'm with you. I know he renewed his career, but remember, it's a whole lot of quarterbacks that get paid good that didn't play as good. Like Daniel Jones is really reportedly wanting $45 million plus, and he did not even play close to as good as Geno Smith. And I'm gonna say this, ever. So that deal that Geno took, so I'm gonna show it. All right, so Geno Smith had a contract total of 105. All right, it's a 3-year contract. So we go look at it from the averages, because that's what most quarterbacks are compared to. And the reason why you look at averages is because you want to get a gauge, right? You want to get a gauge of fairness, right? So that's why most people, when they talk contracts, they talk about it from the average per year, even though the average per year is really not the most important number. The total guarantee and the guarantee is the most important number. But in terms of fairness, you're going to always look at the gauge, and that's where the average comes in. So 105 divided by 3 years is about 35 million. Now, to me and you, that's some money. But to the quarterback market, that's garbage. That's garbage. I'm gonna be honest, he played himself. See, I said it nice that he was team friendly. Let me just say it like real. He played himself. 35 million was the market 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. You don't have his type of performance. Somebody say it's fair, boss. Nah, it ain't fair. Let me tell you something. This is I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. The quarterbacks that's sitting around waiting to get paid, they mad at Geno. See, they mad at Geno. See, all right. So let me show y'all. So we gonna show y'all. See, the market is way higher than what he signed for. So hold on real quick. Let's go look at the market. All right, we go look at these quarterbacks in order, right? So Aaron Rodgers, his average annual per year, let me make this big. 50 million. Yeah. And so remember, and these agents, they chasing record setting. Who had a better year, Geno Smith or Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson average per year 48 million. Yeah. And so we gonna talk about this, what this means to Dak. Then Kyler freaking Murray, 46. Hold on. If I'm Geno Smith, I'm like, say, listen, y'all. All right, cool. You can say I'm not Mahomes, fine. You can say I'm not Aaron Rodgers, fine. But if you look at me in my face and say I didn't have a way better year than Kyler Murray, so if you can't see from just even looking at Kyler Murray of what type of deal Geno Smith just gave Seattle, man, Seattle won. And let's be honest. Let's talk about this honest. What's going on with Geno Smith makes sense. I get it. It makes sense. If you Geno Smith and you was a journeyman and you've been getting paid peanuts to go from team to team with this talent that you have, and you finally after years get an offer that you've never seen, I can see where you don't have the discipline to play hardball with your current team. Plus, I can see where you can think, man, let me work with Seattle because Seattle believed in me, right? When other people didn't give me a shot, they moved on from Russell Wilson for me. When everybody was saying that I was a trash takeover guy for Russell Wilson, they stuck by me. I can see where you could want to help the franchise that greatly rebounded your career. I can see that. It makes sense. You know what I mean? But that's a big difference though. See, I can see wanting to help out your team, but then I can see you helped out your team by 10 million per year, dog. 10? I like you. I love you. Thank you, Seattle. I'm going to kiss on you for the rest of my life. My boy say Geno is trash. Nah, bro. First of all, Geno didn't have a trash year. But I would say this. It don't even matter. Because this is the thing. It's been too many quarterbacks that had short success runs that got paid. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I wouldn't even care. Like, nah. The fact that I was top 5 in discussions for MVP, yeah, he left about 30 million on the table. He sure did. 30 M's. 30 M's, Tyrone. 30. And he easily should have looked at Kyler Murray and should have been like, nah, I ain't doing it, bro. You got me fucked. You got me messed up. I ain't doing it. That's exactly what he should have said. So then let's just look at the market some more. Deshaun Watson got 46 on average. What? And see, I'm gonna talk about what this means for Dak. Then everybody go see Patrick Mahomes, he deserved it. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip him. But he got 45 million on average. But remember, his year was 10 years. So guess what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every year, Mahomes go become the best steal in the world as every year go by. All right. So then, Josh Allen? Oh, people love Josh. They believe in Josh. Oh, he got 43 million or so. I ain't gonna talk about that because y'all love y'all some Josh Allen. Not y'all, but too many people worship. They feel like he just deserved it, even though his first 2 years was super stank, trash, boo boo, garbage. Because you can really say, if you're being honest, that Allen was similar to Geno Smith. See, if you being honest though. See, if you being honest, talk about and go look at what Josh Allen was doing his first 2 years. It was garbage. Boo, boo, trash with fart noises. He had a breakout year, and they paid him. Yeah, that's what happened, and we talking facts. We ain't talking no fiction. That's facts. That's what happened. Yeah. So I ain't trying to hear Geno don't deserve it, man. Shut up. If you didn't say nothing when Allen got paid off one good year, I ain't trying to hear nothing about Geno Smith. But then he said, with him not taking that much, Seattle better get more weapons for him after. See, exactly. And see, let's see if they do that. Because that's what they've been preaching one-handed. That's what they've been preaching. See, if a quarterback take less. If a quarterback take less. What boy say that wet fart? I got that wet fart over here. Mm-hmm. I got it right here. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. But now he was wet fart. See, ain't nobody gonna say that though. And then you ain't gonna come to me and not show me that production, because I'll show you the production. I'll show you Allen was trash, but he got 43 million. He sure did. Then Matt Stafford, old Matt Stafford, 40 million. Man, Geno Smith, Dak Prescott, 40 million, right? So hold on, so we gonna talk about this real quick. And this is crazy. Even Derek Carr literally ran up out the Raiders, got a new contract for 37 million on average. Wait, so this dude has been fired, pushed aside, thrown to the wolves, and he getting on average 37 million? Ran out of town, he got paid 37. So like, what does this mean for the Cowboys? I'm gonna tell you what this means. The Cowboys, they gotta breathe them a breath of fresh air. Let me take some calls real quick, and I'm explaining that. I'm explaining that when I get back. Let's take some calls real quick, and we gonna talk about what this means for Dallas. Cause this is the thing. When I say breathe a breath of fresh air, Dallas need to breathe a sigh of relief. Because the deals that Derek Carr and Geno Smith took, if they would have got anything over 40 million, like 42, 43, 44, or 45, that's going to make Dak even more. That's going to make Dak even more just certain to be like, nah, you gotta match them boys or go way higher. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Boss Cowboy, what's up? It's your boy DP Johnson.
What's up, DP?
Oh man, I had to call in for this one, bro. I'm so glad I caught you.
Yeah, man. Let's talk, DP. You go hard, man. What you got? What's your thoughts on this whole saga?
All right, first off, I'm kind of old school, bro. Both my parents were born in the 40s, so I was raised that no man counts another man's wife. Number one. So all this talking about people's contracts, to me, that's stupid. That's fan base and buying into their front office bullshit. Period. You know what I mean? The Saints was in the hole and just signed a quarterback to a contract, even though they was in the hole. So obviously, you can cook as much pie as you want to. The hell with giving me a piece. You know what I mean? That's on the GM. I'm tired of people trying to hold third feet to the fire about their contracts. The GM signed them. Get mad at the GM. Don't talk about the player.
Right on.
Now, I mean, now I wrote this to you. I didn't see you respond to it yet, so I don't know if you seen it. Two quick questions. Who the two guys on the Cowboys over the last 7 years that touched the ball more than anybody else?
Over the last 2 years to touch the ball
over
more
the
than
last
anybody
7.
else. Over the last 7 years?
Over the last 7. Who's touched the ball more?
The center and the quarterback.
Dak and Zeke, right? Yeah, Dak and Zeke. Well, okay, the center. You can say, well, we still say Dak and Zeke because we've had 2 centers over that time anyway.
I threw you off when I said center.
Yeah. Okay. But look, what's the strength of Dak Prescott's game?
You say what now?
Play action passing from under center. And would you argue that?
Would you say play action pass was what?
Play action passing from under center. That's the strength of Dak's game. Would you argue with that?
I would say that that's the strength of his game. I'm not gonna act like I did an in-depth analysis on that though. I would be capping, but I would say this. From my recollection, I would say he's good at that. But I'm not gonna act like I just know that.
That's fair. All right, now Zeke. Would it be fair to say that Zeke is a running back who is best described as an I back? Meaning he's best utilized in I formation where he has a full range to see the whole defense and can come downhill.
I would say that I felt like when we had Keith Smith here in 2016, to your point, and we was using him as a lead blocker, I think that was one of Zeke's best years, as well as McFadden.
But would you agree that Zeke's better out of a I than he is in the shotgun?
I would agree that a lead blocker definitely helps Zeke. I definitely would agree with that. My mind definitely, I can see that. Because I remember them goal lines where Keith Smith would just go smash people and Zeke would come in behind them a lot.
He just had to walk in.
Yeah, and we got away from that, especially with Kelly Moore. We got away from fullback lead blockers. We had that under Scott Linehan.
Yes, sir. Now, my whole reason for bringing this up, you got a quarterback who you said that you won't argue it, but I've heard a lot of people say the strength of his game is play action passing. You got a running back who's best in I formation running downhill. Kelly Moore ran a spread offense for 3 years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I want to put that out there first. And then also, something that I spoke to Skywalker Steele about that he said he forgot. You remember that interview when Zeke first came back from Cabo? Why he said it wasn't a big deal he was away? Zeke said Kelly Moore has 5 run plays in his book.
So
when you line up every week and everybody says we have to stop Zeke Elliott, and there's only 5 plays that he's going to run. Kelly Moore, like I keep telling everybody, was sitting here first to get Zeke out the way, get him off that contract.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can see that, especially last
year. But when you have, yes, sir. Now, when you have all that going on, so your quarterback has spent the first 3 years of his contract not only having to play games with his front office, but being able to rely on a reliable power run game. Now, all of a sudden, you switch to a spread.
Yep.
Then you have a wide receiver who averages 1,100 yards every year. You ship him off for a 5th-round draft pick. You also ship off a right tackle who can play guard, which was one of your sore spots again. And you got rid of your 4th receiver, Cedric Wilson, who, I'm sorry, out of all receivers, Ced had a better connection with Dak than anybody but Amari.
Yeah, it makes sense, especially because he played quarterback. Yeah, because he played quarterback.
Yeah.
So when you play quarterback,
he's a science coach who played quarterback, so he sees the field the way Dak does. They can have a conversation. Dak can tell him, "This is what I see." He knows what Dak needs because he understands that position.
Yeah, he can read the defense.
So these are all the guys. These are all the guys you let go away, and then you don't replace none of them. Your 5th receiver becomes number 2 because Gallup is hurt. I'm not mad at Gallup. I'm actually proud of the dude for trying to soldier through for us as well as he did. But it was never fair, the pressure that they put on him when he was still limping, talking about he going to be there week 1. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, But see, DP, this is one thing that I'm seeing though. I'm seeing us turn away from those sins. Are you not seeing it?
Definitely. I think that Mike McCarthy, I remember I called your show a couple weeks ago, and I told you Mike McCarthy passed the test that Stephen Jones keeps failing. That's why Will McClay is here. I'm saying all this stuff to bring it around full circle, bro.
Okay.
We blaming Dak Prescott for a lot. And the worst part about it is the fact that the team positioned Dak Prescott for this.
Yeah.
You know, he was never Jerry's choice, and so he didn't embrace him. That's why the media feels comfortable to pick him apart the way that they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now we've gotten to the point where they're allowing him to be scapegoat, even though they're admitting they're the ones who messed up the team. They admitted that they mismanaged the roster. They admitted that they had the wrong offensive coordinator. But they want to say it's Dak's fault they can't find nobody. The man hasn't made more than $19 million in the last 2 years off the cap.
Yeah, that was shady. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was shady.
That was shady. Let me
That was
pull it
shady.
up. Cause hold on, let me pull it up. I'm gonna play it because I still got that clip. So in case people watching don't know what you're talking about, let me play it and then we'll talk about it real quick, DP, and then I'll get back to that content of these contracts and what they mean. Now, in terms of the contracts, when I talk about the contracts and another man's money, it's a difference between pocket watching to hate, but then it's just a such thing as comparing, right? Because you're a man like me. So if you go work for a job, you want to make sure you're getting your fair's worth. So in that situation, you do talk about another man's money. You see what I'm saying? But if you pocket watching in terms of worthiness without intelligent analysis, oh, you a sucker. You know what I mean? And I feel you on that. Yeah, from that standpoint, you don't talk about another man's money, and I agree.
Yes, sir. And when I say, and my whole point of saying that is, I get tired of players going out here and put in their work and put their body on the line, and then you got some fan who ain't worked out in 5 years want to holler about what somebody's not worth and what they don't deserve. Like, come on, man, don't do that.
See, DP. See, I know DP. See, DP, listen, he leave the best comments. See, I know your background. You played linebacker. Because I used to read your comments. I used to be like, I know this dude played. You know what I'm saying? And I said, then when you told me you was the linebacker, I say, no wonder. This dude.
Look here, boss. My high school got my football mind right, bro. My offensive coordinator at my high school was had a good buddy who was an equipment manager with the Phoenix Cardinals back in when they first came to Arizona. So after from 91 through 2003, our playbook was the Arizona Cardinals playbook from 91.
Wow.
So I learned I had to learn a pro style offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But on defense, I was coached at linebacker by Byron Evans from the Philadelphia Eagles. He's an alumni of my high school. That's who taught me defense.
Gotcha.
So I had to learn the game
from a high level.
360. Yeah. I had to learn it from both ways. I'm calling the offense and I'm calling the defense. So I had to learn how to play chess. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So when I talk to people and I try to explain to them this is what I'm seeing, I know a lot of people probably won't catch up with me. I might not think to dumb down the nuances enough. But if you just give me a minute and talk it out with me, I promise you'll learn something and we'll probably come to an agreement.
No, that's you like because I also had a coach that was an NFL coach. You could tell when somebody was taught by a true schemer. You know what I mean? You know, like we do see the game like from a defensive scheme perspective. Like most people learn their position. Some people had the privilege of learning the whole scheme. Let me play this real quick, DP, then we'll keep talking. Hold on real quick.
More help around him?
Well, it's we want to get all the help around him, but as we know,
hold on.
When you have a competitive paid quarterback in the NFL, then you're not going to be able to get the most skill around him. You're going to have to pick your spots, and you're going to be a little slower one
my fault. Hold on real quick.
year than the next year. Not slow in terms of speed, just at what you're doing. You can't pay that position. Forget Dak a minute. You can't pay that position at that level. Take that much of the available dollars, and then put the exact thing around him. When Dak first got here, we had one of the best offensive lines that, in my mind, that had been put on the field in a long time. And he had that. And so we had skill around him, especially offensively. Well, when you do what you do today and you invest in a quarterback the way you do with these premium quarterbacks, that is diminished. That's automatically has to be diminished.
Oh man, and that's what DP talking about, where basically he blaming Dak for cap issues and quarterbacks in general. But I also understand what he's doing as a business side. Because right now, this is what I believe he's doing, DP, looking at it from his perspective, right? This is where you got to cut checks. Right around this time, in the next 3 weeks, you go cut you a massive amount of checks. You go also cut you a massive amount of checks in the next 2 months, if you count the draft. You know what I'm saying? You finna pay some boys. So one of the best things that owners like to signal, just like we do, DP, when you don't want to pay people, what you tell them? What you tell them?
When I don't want to pay them?
When you don't want to pay them, what do you tell
know.
them? Man, you know what you say. Oh man, times are tight right now, bro. I just got paid and I had to pay all my bills. That's what Jerry doing. I had to pay the quarterback, so I know I gotta pay you.
You know what, Boss?
Yeah.
Boss, I'm glad you brought that up because I got something to tell you.
All right.
I don't remember whose show it was. I caught somebody's show and they said that they had heard something about it was a rule where a certain percentage of the cap had to be spent. Well, I looked into the rule. What it is the CBA mandates that the clubs evaluate their spending on the cap. And what it is the clubs have to spend 90% of the cap over a 3-year period. Mm-hmm. Well, this is year 3 of the evaluation. And as it is right now, the Cowboys have spent less in cash payouts to players than all but 2 teams in the league the last 2 years. So Jerry Jones has no choice but to spend money. He's talking all this mess about why he can't spend money because he's talking to the league office. He's trying to tell the league office this is why I'm not doing it. He's trying to make excuses, boss. That's all it is.
No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. When you trying to not pay,
that's why I said
you make excuses.
That's why I said quit talking about players want too big a piece of pie when you got an oven standing right behind you.
Facts. No, I'm with you.
Go make another one.
Go make another one. DP, let me get to this content. I appreciate it, bro.
All right,
that was
boss.
DP, man. That was deep. That was a dope.
Hey, November love, boss. I'll holler at you, boy.
All right, boy. That was a damn good cop. Oh man, that boy said you got 2 ovens. Yeah, man. Yeah. He lying basically. Yeah, I definitely stand with that. But see, this is the deal. First, I want to show y'all how team friendly Geno contract is. Cause see, Geno contract is so team friendly, right? Cause just like I was just talking about with DP, it's one thing to watch a man's pockets. It's one thing to compare to make sure things are done fairly. That's a totally different scenario. And when you look around, even when you look at that 35 million on average, is so team friendly. Especially when you look at the fact that you now get into contracts when you're talking about 35 million, you're talking about contracts that was back in the day from like 4 years ago. So you got right here Geno Smith at 105 for a 3-year period. And then behind him was Goff at 33 million. But see, you got to remember, Goff signed that contract like 4 years ago. So let's talk about something that's why what I said important, because see, this is also just to let you know a real good time for the Dallas Cowboys from this standpoint. If you go look at the current salary cap, right? The current salary cap right now is $224 million. Okay. Now, because I've been looking at these contracts for a while and I understand history, I know that on average, before Aaron Rodgers inflated the market, on average, quarterbacks used to get about 15 to 16% of the total cap. Basically, all franchise quarterbacks per cap, right, when they got their contract, would end up being around 15 to 16%. So let's look at that compared to this cap, and then we go see what that means. So if you basically take 224.8 times, let's say for right now 15%, that is 33.72, right? So Geno signed it for 35 on average, right? So let's look at it at 16%. So if we take 224 basically million, right? 224.8 times 16%, that's right around where Geno is. So what's actually happening to the market with Geno Smith is this is an opportunity for the market to reset itself back to the original norms of what quarterbacks used to receive. So so let's look at it in comparison to Aaron. So Aaron right now, and I told y'all, Aaron, I'm gonna tell you right now, Aaron has been one of the worst things for football, period. Because what he does, and I know the pattern on him because I've been watching this for years. What Aaron does is Aaron basically holds his teams hostage. It's a strategy that he uses about every 3 years. He go on these vacations. He get real weird in the off season. He jumping off waterfalls, scaring the hell out of his owners, all for leverage for him to come back and get more about every 3 years. So let's look at what he is in terms of percentage of the cap. So if you take his contract at 50.27, hold on, let me do this right. 50.27 million, divide that by the 224.8. Oh my God. Aaron Rodgers' contract is 22% of the cap. Right now. Right now. Aaron has destroyed the quarterback market. That's what, if you really want to know what's going on, every time Aaron Rodgers got a new contract, he always explodes way over the current or the previous contract. So let me show you. So his contract is 50.27, right, on average per year. The next person to him was 48. The next person under him was 46. We talking about a $4 to $2 million difference. But generally what most quarterbacks do, look, this is what most quarterbacks do. So when Kyler Murray got paid, his agent negotiated a deal slightly over Deshaun Watson. Slightly. Deshaun was 46 on average. He was slightly over at 46.1. Aaron was like, F all that. It ain't gonna be no little increase. It's gonna be a massive increase. You gonna pay me $4 million on average more. Bro, that's crazy. So the reason why I titled this thumbnail the way that I did, because this is actually a good news for the Dallas Cowboys. Because what this is doing is this is low key resetting the market back down. That's what's happening. Where on average, you used to get around, all these quarterbacks used to get around 15 to 16%. It didn't matter if you was Luck. It didn't matter if you was the first Derek Carr that was hot. It didn't matter if you was Matthew Stafford a long time ago, Jimmy Garoppolo, Goff, all of them boys, they was all around 15 to 16%. Hold on, okay, let me show this super chat real quick. Here it is. All right. He said, Ravens just a non-exclusive franchise on Lamar Jackson, which is $32.41 million. Whoo, boy. See, I'm telling y'all, boy, we get Deshaun Watson ruin the QB market also. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I agree. See, this is the deal. See, I'm telling y'all what's happening, y'all. I'm telling you. Dallas. And see, this is why this is crazy. For all these quarterbacks right now being team friendly, they are being team friendly, honestly, at the wrong time. See, because this is what's going on right now. And I'm just being honest. They are all going back. So even if you, Lamar Jackson, who just signed a non-exclusive, and this is the deal on that non-exclusive. If the rules are still the same on the non-exclusives after the CBA, they are not averaging the top 5. They're averaging the top 10 quarterbacks. That's why it brought it down to 32 on average for this tag cost. But because it's a non-exclusive tag, this is also tied with a first rounder. So now, basically, he gonna be able to go out there and see what the market is like. That's what's getting ready to happen with Lamar Jackson. And they have to pay him now $32 million. But see, let me explain something real quick. I don't want to get too heavy into these numbers, but let me tell y'all something with these quarterbacks. That's why it's odd to me that they being so team friendly. Because the salary cap has never been as high as it's been. And it's projected to go higher. Oh, it's 2 first rounders. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Man, yeah, it's 2 first rounders. Oh, yeah, that makes sense for a non-exclusive. That makes sense. But see, check this out. The cap has never been as high as it's been. And it's projected to go even higher. So for quarterbacks to be given team-friendly deals now, this is the time you want to actually get a monster deal, because that same monster deal now is going to be peanuts later. So with what just happened with Lamar, with what just happened with Derek Carr, and what just happened with Geno Smith, these are all bullets that Dallas is dodging right now. They dodging it because they want to extend Dak. And let me tell you why this is good for the Cowboys. Because Dak, with these current quarterbacks that's getting these contracts, Dak have no reason to play hardball right now. See, let's say if Geno Smith would have got $43 million. Oh, man, shit. Dak is like, nah, bro. Nah. Ain't no way Geno Smith go get more than me. You see what I'm saying? Just period. Just on principle, he would have thought that. If Derek Carr would have signed for over 40, he signed for 37. If he would have been anywhere over 40, that makes the whole extension pursuit on Dak hard. Because it's like, well, y'all know y'all got to come way over that. Because ain't no way no has-been throwaway quarterback go get over 40 and then y'all over here hardballing me? Nah, it ain't going to happen. So what I'm saying, this is good. This is real good, because now Dak has no reason to be offended at these current contracts, because none of them are even close to him yet. But see, what could happen is they could come back and Lamar could, because see, the tag is sometimes they tag you because they trying to buy time to work it out with you. And so, yeah, Lamar's tag right now non-exclusive, but tomorrow it could be, yeah, Lamar just signed for $48 million, $49 million. Now, Dak will hold his feet to the fire on his extension. Like, nah, bro. Ain't no way I'll go pay B 46 or 47 and Lamar just got 48. Not gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? So, what these quarterback contracts are meaning right now, and it's good for Dallas, is that Dallas basically has time, number one. Number two, and the most important thing that it's doing, Your quarterback has no reason to be offended. None. So this keeps the door open for them to be able to negotiate behind the scenes, because that's what basically ruined the previous negotiations. So what happened previously with Dak, what messed up everything, was once Wentz got paid. When Wentz got paid, Dak was like, I just swept them boys twice. I'm the NFC champion. I'm the one that led us to the playoffs. This dude just got more than me, and he had to have back surgery, and I ain't never been injured. See, what we don't want no Wentz type situation. That's what we don't want. And we don't know who that could be. So, as of right now, just being honest with everybody, the coast is kind of clear. For a second though, but this could change tomorrow. Like, hear me out. The coast is kind of clear on Dak. Keeping it real. Yeah. It's clear. Y'all been talking about extending them, and it's nobody that got in the way to make y'all say, or make Dak say, oh nah, y'all gonna have to pay me more than that. Who could that be though? Who could be the person that could make that happen? Because I do believe there's one. And they mention it in this article. So if I go back and look at this article, right, with Geno Smith, a lot of people not understanding, but I do fully understand how this article is 100% correct. That this is a major discount. This ain't even to us. It don't seem like a bit discount because we talking about millions. But when you comparing them to their counterparts, what Geno Smith did was major, right? Michael Lockhart, you already own it. See Mike preaching. See Mike, you own it, Mike. See, you already ahead of the game, Mike. Let me show y'all Mike comment. Yep. No, this ain't it. Hold on real quick. Let me show y'all his comment. Wait, where's, man, hold on real quick. Did I delete that? Y'all give me 1 second, man. I gotta show this comment. This is a fire comment. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Y'all give me 1 second. This is a fire comment, because I really want, honestly, people to understand this stuff, to keep their eyes on it. Because if you keep your eyes on it, you gonna know immediately when somebody moved the market. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Hold on, let me play this real quick. Yeah, hold on, damn. Where's that? Yep, Michael. Boom. Hurts. Yep. See, Hurts is the one you got to look out for. That's the one you got to look out for. That's one Dak will put his foot down on. You see what I'm saying? That's one Dak could be like, nah, bro. Whatever he got, you go pay me a penny more, or we finna have some problems. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't even want Dak to do that, to be honest. I wouldn't want Dak to do that. Because, see, Jerry, especially Steven has shown that he's willing to torpedo the whole team to try to win a contract war. So for Dak's long-term interest, just to be honest, I think he should give a little to them Joneses, because their egos get in the way. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to let a control freak win. Because that control freak will mess up the whole budgets into the future just to win with you. Because remember, they kept running up their own price before on Dak. They was running up their own price just to win, just to get him to be team friendly. But the longer they waited, the more their price kept going up. And they was basically shooting themselves in the head over and over. Shooting themselves in the head. So when you know you're dealing with a control freak owner like we deal with Stephen Jones, yeah, be like, you know what, man, I'll go ahead and take this 46, man, 47 million. I'm cool. Yeah, Miss Baker said, she said, thank you keeping me informed, boss. We got you. Ain't no problem. Because, see, a lot of people don't keep up with this stuff, Miss Baker. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to look at the market and know what's getting ready to drive the market up. You know what I mean? So these other quarterbacks right now, what we lucky to deal with, honestly, Geno Smith undervalued himself. That's what happened. If he would have put his foot down and be like, nah, bro, listen, I respect you, Seattle, but ain't no way you getting ready to pay me $35 million on average. It just ain't no way. Especially with Kyler Murray getting $46 million on average, y'all know y'all got to get that number up. Let's just keep it real. Get that number up. But see, he didn't do that. And the fact that he didn't do that is actually helping Dallas, because he actually had the resume to do that. You know what I mean? He could have put his whole foot and balls and everything on the table and said, listen, y'all got to pay me what the market is. That's what it is. But he didn't. And that's good for Dallas. But see, it's other stuff that's sitting out there. And then we're going to take some more calls. And they talked about it in this article. And it's just keeping it real. I'm going to show y'all this because a lot of people, and I'm going to continue to do shows on this as this type of stuff breaks. All right. So check this out. Yeah, let me show y'all this real quick. So in this article, check this out. According to a report by Mike at NFL Network, Smith is only getting a total of $40 million fully guaranteed, super low for him, and the base value is just $25 million per season. Oh my God, oof, he blessed them. He has a total of $30 million in incentives, right? But then in a market where Derek Carr is getting 37.5 on average annually, and Daniel Jones people are pushing more than 40 million per. See, this ain't said right. You know what Daniel Jones really pushing for? 45 million. He pushing for $45 million. If he said if Lamar was smart, he would get a deal with Atlanta. They have a great receiver core and a future top 5 tight end. Yeah, you know what I would do if I was Lamar? You know what Lamar should have done a long time ago? To be honest. See, I'm going to tell you what's going on with these quarterbacks. These quarterbacks too damn friendly. Dak too. Dak was too friendly. See, because these owners do stuff they set precedents. See, most people don't know this, but Dak was the first quarterback in the Dallas Cowboys history to get tagged. Dak, after 3 years, had way better and a good enough resume to get a market-setting contract. They didn't. They sent Dak out there to play on a tag. See, most people don't understand how messed up that is. So I told y'all my first article I ever wrote was on Dak Prescott and why he was gonna break the bank, right? That was the title. Why Dak Prescott is going to break the bank, right? And I just made the case on all the reasons why he gonna break the bank. Just go ahead and get it out the way, right? Man, the messed up part, man, is when you think about them having them play on a tag. When I was doing my research, I was looking at what the quarterbacks was saying when they was waiting to get paid. Okay. And Aaron Rodgers said that he literally called Russell Wilson to check on him. Right? Hold on. Let me read this super chat. He said, right, when I said that Adam Schefter retweeted that Atlanta is not going after him, another team he should go to instead the Bucks. See, I'm gonna get into that. But see, this is the deal. I checked out what they was saying, bro. And he checked on Russell Wilson and he encouraged him. And this is what he said. He said, this is what a lot of people don't understand. He said, when you waiting on one of these contracts and it's your first contract, he said time stands still. He said every day moves slow in the off season. He said it's hard to concentrate. Period. You scared to drive. You scared to do anything that can risk millions. Because now you know everything about your value is wrapped up into what you can do with your arm. So you always kind of on edge. See, we don't see it like that because we're not under that type of pressure to perform like quarterbacks are, right? So even in the off season, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers was confiding in each other on the stress and the pressures of getting your first multi-million-dollar contract. Now, this is the key part of that. They was talking about the stress of going through this in the offseason. What do you think it was like for Dak to have that stress during the season? That's probably what broke his ankle. Keep it real. All that stuff on his mind that I gotta perform, that I got the media against me. Even when I'm playing good, they gonna say I'm average. I gotta put my head down and tune all that out, knowing that if I get on a bad run, it'll be used against me for my potential legacy millions. I gotta tune all that out. And he had to do that during the season. And he had to do it with the biggest stakes. Think about it. Dak had to do that with the biggest stakes. Because see, if you was Wentz, just because you was a first rounder, you was already a multi-millionaire. Just because you was a first rounder. People forget Dak was only getting paid $600,000 as a fourth rounder. So you out there knowing, hey man, if something happened to me, I could literally lose millions. And Dallas sent him out there with that type of pressure on his mind. So it's dirty. It's dirty. And so when you know that, and you know that Dak went through that, you know what I'm saying? That's why when he wrote in that magazine that he struggled with mental illness, see, a lot of people don't even understand. They so insensitive. They think, oh, these guys are millionaires. They ain't got no problems. Nah, bro. The bigger the money, the bigger the pressure. The bigger the money. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. I'm gonna be very transparent. Taking a risk doing this, but I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. It was a time where I was working for a Fortune 100 company. I was making about $500,000 a year, right? So I'm making that type of money, but I also had big responsibilities with that. I ain't never fell out in my life. I collapsed from the pressure of success. I was in a restaurant and I was with my ex-wife. We were just sitting, eating, and she was pregnant at the time with my first son, all right? And I got up, just random, young, healthy, in shape, working out, all of that. I got up and I just collapsed. Boom! Fell right on my face in Red Lobster. Boom! They helped me up. I have to go to the hospital. They had to put an IV in me and everything. Right? It wasn't nothing wrong with me. It was just the pressure of success. That's all it was. And I literally had to go into work and tell them, say, I can't work right now. I'm gonna take a little break. What you mean? I said I collapsed. My bosses thought I was lying. Yeah. And so like, I know the pressure of success, and I wasn't only dealing with $500,000 and that type of pressure, and I didn't even know I was gonna collapse. It was just a normal day. You know, it was just a normal day. I was eating, I'm in shape, you know, and I got up, just walking, and just boom, fell, and nothing was wrong with me. So when you dealing with these contracts, man, and you deal with these mental games that's played with Dak, man, a lot of people don't understand it, but that was really messed up how Dallas did him. A lot of people don't get that. So I'm gonna say this real quick, going back to just this Derek Carr stuff, and Geno Smith. Dallas is in a very good situation right now. We actually, in my opinion, are getting lucky, especially with what just happened with Lamar with the non-exclusive tag. See, we are lucky. We are extremely lucky that that at this point there are no market drivers at this point. None. But like we said, that could change. That could change overnight with Daniel Jones, that can change overnight. With Hurts, it could just change in a moment. But as of right now, with us having literally about 8 days before free agency start, this gives me hope that Dak is going to work with the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I think he should. Not because he don't deserve it. I think he should work with them because they ego freaks. And let me explain that. He already went through that war with them before when it was time to get his first contract, where they literally threw away about $60 million, right? And just playing hardball for nothing. They said later that was the biggest mistake that they ever made, is not paying Dak early. So you already went through that, but see, this is the deal, Dak. You know they crazy enough to try that again. You already know that. And I would hope Dak see, in my opinion, let them win on a funky, measly $4 million savings. Let them win. Let them get the little ego stroke that you took a somewhat team-friendly deal. Somewhat. Not major, just somewhat. See, they the type of, they just want to win some kind of way. In my opinion, give them that. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little funky win. Give them that. All because if you do that, Dak, they going to extend you, but it's going to also free up cap space, at least for the next 2 years. Major amounts of cap space. To where now they can actually build around you. And this is where, in my opinion, then Dak has the opportunity to build his own legacy with wins and to try to take advantage of this window, of a potential Super Bowl window, if they can build around him, which I feel good that they can and they should. I think the window is now, and I think Dak long-term success is worth him letting them Joneses have one little funky win. And I'm just being honest. Because see, at the end of the day, I know all of us want to be treated fair. Not one of us want to be cheated, even over a penny. See, I'm the type of dude that I check you over a penny. Because it ain't the money, it's the principle that you trying to play me. You know what I'm saying? So I can see where some of these deals, to where, let's say if the Jones and them come to Dak and they try to offer him less than Kyler Murray, I can see to where you literally take that as a major insult. And you should. You should take that as an insult. But I can see to where you take a little bit more than Deshaun Watson right now. So just like, and I'm going to go back to this contract so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to go back to this contract so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to take some calls. So just like from Deshaun Watson, right, who was $46 million, all right, on average. And then you had a slight increase with Kyler Murray of 46.1. I would like Dak to then be around 46.2. Just slightly above it. Just, hey, listen. Or even equally. Just like, I'm gonna listen. We just got it done. We got the extension done. Let's play ball. You know what I mean? See, because I could have bent y'all over. I could have bent you over for 47. I could have bent you over for 40, 49, 50. I could have bent you over. The market says I'm supposed to. But I'm not going to do you like that. I'm going to just take 46.2. Or I'm going to take 46.1. I'm going to even give you a 6-year deal. You're going to have to give me a whole lot of guarantee to do that, though. But I'll work with you. You see what I'm saying? Work with me, I'm going to work with you. You know what I mean? I want more guarantee. I take a 6-year deal. That's going to give you flexibility in my contract to restructure if you need to buy time and build around me. You're going to have everything you need, Dallas. That's what I think Dak should do. Just take a small loss for the long-term gain of being a Dallas Cowboy quarterback and potentially having a true window to where you could be the ultimate winner if you even able to likely reach a Super Bowl. Because in Dallas, you don't even have to win a Super Bowl to have multi-career success. You don't gotta win it. You just gotta put it like this. What Romo do? What Romo do?
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo.
That boy Montana said, I told Jesus Lucifer hates him because he had dreads built. It was a ladies' man, and Lucifer mad he built like Izzo. Man, y'all boys crazy. But no, that's real though. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is so real. You know what I mean? So in terms of looking at this quarterback market, we sitting in a good situation. I'm just hoping that first I'm hoping that Steven is not trying to force team friendly all over again. I'm praying that. Cause see, you already should have learned your lesson when you threw away $60 to $80 million playing hardball. You should already know. Don't come at me with something disrespectful. You shouldn't come at none of your players with nothing. Just to be honest, you shouldn't come at none of them players. You shouldn't come at Diggs with nothing disrespectful. You shouldn't come at Dak with nothing disrespectful. Nothing. Those two, they supposed to get market setting contracts, especially Diggs. See, Diggs is a second rounder. He a second rounder. Now you got to pay me every dime. Now if you Dak, this is what I was saying though about that Romo though on that cash. I almost forgot. I was going somewhere with that cash.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo.
What did Romo do to have such a premier job? What did he do? The only thing that Romo did is he was a good quarterback, a franchise quarterback on a team that got the most fans in the world.
Run it up.
So if you Dak, in my opinion, it's like, now let me get us at least to an NFC championship or a Super Bowl. Just that alone is gonna guarantee that I can have a Romo type job for the rest of my life.
Another one.
So I give you cheapos a little discount for that. I mean that. I'll go ahead and give y'all a discount for that. God damn. Since you just gotta win, I'm gonna go ahead and let you win. I'm gonna sign me up for about 46. Cool. I'll take 46. Cool. Yeah. So anyway, man, let me take some calls, man. We gonna take us some calls real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of here and get ready for that final word. We got the final word tonight. Just want to kind of explain that real quick, man. We got a Koolaid coming through. Ooh, that's gonna be dope. Y'all already know this finna be fun. It's gonna be a dope show, man. I'm excited about this. This is gonna be an all-out war, likely. Everybody on here is alphas, so this is gonna be fun. And then we got some strong opinions for and against Zeke. So we said the final word on Ezekiel Elliott. So we gonna settle it. Ain't no phoning a friend. Cause see, the last time my boy Law phoned in to Koye, as we was all debating this, ain't none of that. Nah, man, we all look at each other in our eyes. We go all face each other with these facts. But obviously we ain't gonna probably start it like that. We gonna talk about just some of this off-season stuff. Okoye been doing a lot of good work on his channel. He been doing a lot of good work. I want to catch up to some of the work he been talking about. And then we gonna obviously share that. We gonna share the thoughts on that. So y'all make sure y'all come back tonight at 8 Central for the final word with special guest Okoye. It's gonna be dope. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it, dog. I can't wait. And then let me tell you something. Like we all sometimes just disagree. It's times I agree with Okoye, it's times I disagree with Okoye. It's times, I agree with Big, disagree with Big. All of us do this. So I'm just excited to see all the smart people that got their different ways and their different thoughts on how to get us in a place to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited for this. And then next week we gonna also have a special guest on the final word. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. I ain't gonna talk about it right now, but yeah, we gonna have another special guest, and we gonna start doing this more and more, where we gonna have some of y'all favorite content creators. We gonna be having them as special guests, to where we go, obviously add their minds to our minds and their thoughts to our thoughts. Sometimes we go agree, sometimes we go disagree, but I'm just excited for that, man. So anyway, man, we got the phone lines open. Y'all call on in, and as you know, now if y'all don't, I'm gonna conclude the show. But I'm opening up the show right now to the phone. So we got the phone numbers 210-940-9064. I'm gonna give y'all about 20 seconds. I'm gonna conclude the show. Cause I got a lot to do today too, man. Just keeping it real. Cause I'm working on the book too. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's up, boss? It's B-Bird, man.
What's up, B?
Nothing much. I ain't talked to you in a while. How everything been going, bro?
That's good, B. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. One analogy I want to make is, I think that at the QB position, his anticipatory skills are like that's like one of the most important things that you can be, right? Like you got to be able to anticipate things, and when you do that, it looks beautiful on the field. Mm-hmm. I mean, the guys break it into a post pattern. You've already thrown the ball because you know the defense. You studied your game tape. You know your wide receiver. You know your offense, and everything just comes together. And it's just really a skill that you got to have. But what's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is a quarterback having to wait to see the guy open, right, and then throwing the ball. And that's not the best way to do it. But what that tells me is that quarterback may be a rookie, may just not have a good grasp of the offense, definitely don't have a good grasp of the defense. So whenever they go into the Cowboys kept pushing off Dak on the contract, they needed more information.
Right.
They want to see him. There's almost like a quarterback need to see the wide receiver all the way open. Mm-hmm. And so, and other organizations anticipate that, right? They have better anticipatory skills, so they would assign him the first contract saying that this is our guy. But it took the Cowboys organization too long to figure out that this is our guy, and it cost them money. Man. So that just happens when you don't have a good football guy in control.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, what they did to him was crazy, B-Bird. See, like, and to me, it's sad because most people don't even understand that they was literally trying to make him the first franchise quarterback in history to take a team-friendly deal.
Damn, plug. You speak Swahili?
Yeah,
like, that's too ambitious. That's just too ambitious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's also disrespectful. And the sales pitch was weak. The sales pitch was they was basically saying on your first contract, what's pure speculation? I want to hear this. What's pure speculation? Yeah, because if you're talking to me, you better spell that out. But see, this is the deal. It was crazy to literally tell a quarterback that we go pay you less than Wentz.
Yeah. Now, one of the things I would tell you is that the quarterback for Seattle, what's his name again?
Oh, Geno.
Did you hear any throwing Geno under the bus or any bad talking him or anything like that? The Cowboys are only ones that two things that they do that I've never seen before: franchise their franchise tag their franchise quarterback and throw him under the bus. These other organizations don't do that because why, man? I'm trying to make good with my quarterback. I'm not trying to make bad with him.
Right.
And so the Cowboys do that. But and I'm gonna say this because don't have much time. Mm-hmm. When Dak started, man, I heard Jerry say, "Well, when he's a rookie, we had a lot of room to put a lot of stuff around him." When he's a rookie, he still had Tony Romo's contract, so that's directly who that team was built for. Mm-hmm. So you could do it again. And we're talking about the quarterback being signed in New Orleans, but they're already $20 million over the cap.
Right.
Y'all, don't let these people do these cap numbers, man. This cap don't really mean anything. If you want to win, you can circumvent the cap. The Cowboys like to put that out there, man, just so they don't want to pay nobody and be like, well, the pie. I don't want to hear anything about a pie, man.
Facts.
That thing has been eliminated a long time ago, man. So I'm just saying, man, we got what it is. Boss is this: the fans that listen to you, Coach Marv is an informed fan. Those kind of people that listen, we understand these things, but the masses, they don't, man. I got friends that are diehard Cowboy fans, man. That cost $49 million against the cap. It's about what you charge against the cap. That's what matters. Not these big numbers, man. Don't let these big numbers fool you. And the owners will be out there, well, it's $49 million against the cap. He's not going to go in a year like that.
No.
He's going to go in a year just like last year. I mean, I think it was 19 against the cap. You have no reason to not put people around him. And, boss, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to let you go. You were saying that Dak needs to take if you take a little bit more, less, that is, than what he could, then they could put people around him. The issue is they have not signed a first-day quality free agent since Brandon Carr. Now, you live in a town where Dirk Nowitzki took less to make the team better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever make it back to the championship game?
No.
No, but he just took less. And that's the thing that you take, man. You know what I'm saying? He has got less money. That's the only thing. And so sometimes, man, from the player perspective, you got to look at it and say, does history tell me that they're going to go put people behind? If I take less money, they're going to go add people. They didn't add people when Tony Romo was here.
Nope.
So they're not going to add people now. So what in history tells me that they're going to go out and get the linebacker from Seattle? I can't think his name from the Rams last year. Who tells me they're going to go get D-Hop? What tells me if I take less, they're going to go get these guys? They're not, and I'm hoping they will. But what I'm saying is history says that they won't do it, and that's the only thing you can go by.
Say B-Bird. It is a silver lining in this stuff. It's one silver lining in this, and you go feel me when I say it. Hey, also, Cowboy, Hater Hunt, I appreciate it, bro. My bad, I was a little bit spicy with you for nothing. You wasn't talking to me. I be sometimes too aggressive, man. My bad, bro. Forgive me, bro.
Hey, boss, I'm gonna listen to y'all. I'm listening to y'all air, man. I gotta move around, brother.
Okay, I'll address it, but listen to it. I'm gonna address something. All right, so B Bird, that was B Bird. So this is the deal. This is the silver lining, though. Historically, B Bird is right. Historically, he's 1,000% right. We have used the real cutthroat strategy to throw our players under the bus for contract leverage. We've done that. We the worst at that. No other team does it at all, mostly, and definitely not like Dallas. You might argue that the results have worked, especially when you look at the amount of contracts that we had, especially most of our contracts was over 4 years, which is still in itself working with the team. When you giving any team over 4 years of your youth as a football player, you playing Russian roulette with your own future. But that dirty strategy has netted quality contracts for the Dallas Cowboys, especially in years of the contract. That's a big thing. But this is the silver lining. Are they doing it this year? They not doing it this year. Just keeping it real. Are they doing it this year? Because, see, we remember those first contract negotiations with Dak. Steven was always chirping. It was always innuendos. You remember when they signed Jalen Smith and they was talking about, and they used Jalen to make Zeke look greedy, Cooper look greedy, and Dak look greedy because they wanted to get theirs. Remember they would say stuff. Jerry got up and said, I'm not going to overpay for nobody, and I'm man enough to stand on it. And he was basically talking about Dak, Amari, and at that time Zeke, who was all waiting to get paid. They was always coming out in the public basically trying to put pressure on their players. Real question, are they doing that this year? You're not a sucker for seeing it. They not doing it this year. So, like I say, none of us ever want to be in some abusive relationship. None of us. But let me just ask you a question, and I'm just keeping it real. If you've been wanting to see change, and you seeing the exact change that you've been asking for, at what point do you give recognition to the change that you've been wanting to see? We've been asking for quiet off seasons. Are we getting quiet off seasons right now? Yeah. Are they talking about Diggs is no Howard? Or they actually talking positive about that. I've never seen them do this with no contract, not just that contract. There's always, let's keep it real, there's always a good cop, bad cop role between these two, Steven and Jerry. Steven will talk to you like a dog, like he did Tank, come to you with an insulting number, and then the good cop come in and say, man, just pay him.
You speak Swahili?
They not even doing that this year. Could it be that in some ways they growing up? Cause see, like, listen, y'all, I wanna bitch and complain, I do. Cause we all supposed to be mad. We got reasons to be upset. But that's why I want to talk about the silver lining. Just like, cause B Bird is right. He right. Historically, we horrible at using the public against our players. He right. Historically, we consistently have done that. But this year, I don't see it. Now, it's signs that they still gamey. There are signs though. We not gonna be dumb. We not gonna play like they fully innocent. Cause I ain't gonna forget that after we lost to the playoffs, the two players that you mentioned from the Dallas.com official flagship tweet was Diggs, missed tackles, and Dak. The same people that you want to extend right now. So I don't think that they fully innocent. I don't think that Tiger has fully changed his stripes overnight. You still a little bit toxic, little mama. You still a little bit toxic. What's up? What's up, landlord? Landlord in the building. What's up, OG? So but it's definitely not what it usually is. You know what I mean? And that happened. Yeah, and my boy Will say you own to something. Yeah, bro. If we really looking at it, Will, if we really looking at it, just keeping it real, they not loud this off season. I ain't heard no throwing. Even last year they was throwing CeeDee Lamb under the bus. Do y'all remember that? Because I did a whole show on it. Well, Bobby Bell came out and he was saying that they not sure if CeeDee Lamb is an alpha. Y'all remember that? They said that last year. Even before it was time for him to get paid, they was already starting to put in the ground. They was planting the seed of trying to devalue CeeDee Lamb. Are they doing that this year? Nope.
Oh, hell no.
They ain't doing it. Just keeping it real. Huh? Yeah, Ready Red said, I remember that. Yeah, Ready Red, they was trying to devalue CeeDee Lamb a year before it was time for him to get paid. That's how hard they worked to devalue you in the public. Because it took a while for the fans not to like Zeke. It took a while. But they worked on him. Zeke who? Making Zeke look greedy for holding out. All of that turned the public against Zeke. But see, those are all pressure strategies that they do to try to get you to play yourself on your contract. And that's what I'm saying. Being honest. Let's all be honest. Listen, y'all. If I'm not seeing them do it, like I don't never want to be the person that's first, I'm the first one to shoot at you when you're wrong. But I'm quiet when you're right. I don't want to be that type person. I don't want to be that type of channel that to where every time you turn me on, the only thing I'm saying is something negative about the front office. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be positive. I want to be accurate. I'm gonna say that again. I don't want to be positive. I don't want to be negative. I want to be accurate. You feel me? I want to be accurate. So if I'm accurate that there's a silver lining, there's a silver lining. And if I'm accurate that these quarterback contracts are helping the Dallas Cowboys, That's what I want to be. If I'm accurate that sometimes you got to let people with big egos win, you got to agree sometimes with your adversary while they're in the way. Sometimes you got to do that. But then, Dak, you can grow up to where I have no need for you, Jerry or Steven. And that's where Dak is trying to build himself out of, to where, man, go ahead and play your silly games, bro. And see, Will said, thanks for holding down Facebook. See, and that's the weirdest thing, Will. See, that's the weirdest thing, Will, what you just said. That's the craziest, weirdest thing, what you just said, is that the freaking hardball public method didn't even work. It wasn't worth all the confusion that it caused. It never was. It never was. So let me take one more call, man. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I'm gonna take one more call, man. We go get up out of here, get ready for this final word. So we got the phone lines open again. Y'all call on in, man. It's always good to talk to you. Anybody that want to call on in. And then we go, talk this football. And it don't have to be on today's subject. That's why I call it a freestyle. You know what I mean? You right, though. Life crazy say, you can't change billionaires. Yeah, you can. So y'all, listen, y'all, I ain't gonna keep begging you to call in now. All right. See, some of y'all be mad at Coach Marv. Coach Marv, why you always call in? Then when Coach Marv don't call in, y'all don't. So listen, I'm gonna give you about 10 more seconds, man. I'm out of here. I ain't playing too. I literally mean 10 seconds. But man, anyway, this is the deal though. We are in a very good situation right now. I just hope that the Dallas Cowboys, hold on real quick, I got a call. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
How you doing, boss?
Hey, what's up?
We are in a very good situation. Not much. I'm just watching you live right now, man. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of you, brother. So
who are you? Who am I speaking with?
Yes, sir. My name is Prince.
What's up, Prince? What's going on, big bro?
Not much. Shoot. So you're right, man. Like I said, it's just been frustrating that the front office they're not willing to do whatever it takes to win. So us as Cowboy fans, we're not gonna do this, but we should be able to try to, do something and get their attention, because they can't keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And expect it to be successful.
Right.
And then Jerry running his mouth talking about dogging Dak, talking about he's taking his money, whatever. This wouldn't be happening, like you said earlier, if you would have signed Dak earlier.
Yep, facts.
The way you should have signed him earlier, we wouldn't be having this position. If I was Dak right now, okay, because I know that he's dogging him in the media. But if I was mad, I'd go to the Joneses. I say, okay, I'll take a little less, but you better guarantee me to give me a wide receiver. I don't care how you do it. You go to trade, go get DeAndre Hopkins, trade, go get OBJ. I don't care. Because you can't keep expecting. You already took one receiver from me.
Right.
To one receiver from me. And to one receiver from me. And you expect him to win with the trash that he had last year. CD went off.
Facts. Trash.
CD went off last year, but we expected that. But at the same time, I am so angry. And then that Amari Cooper trade blow back in their face.
Oh.
Which we knew.
Everybody knew that except them.
Exactly. Blew back in their face.
You sure did.
Because they stupid. You stupid.
Yeah.
Because you could have got, if you really wanted to get rid of Amari Cooper, you could have got rid of him the right way. You could have at least got a second-round pick. But you traded him for a fifth-round pick.
Yeah,
That was so insulting.
So insulting. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It
messed up our window, in my opinion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm just like, we as Dallas Cowboys fans, we deserve to win, man. They haven't done nothing in 26, 27 years.
Yeah. Now it's been 27.
I'm sorry, I forgot the exact. Yeah, but 27 years, and then you run your mouth Every time. And you know what? I'm going to bring this up too. You going to keep losing until you admit the way that you dogged Jimmy.
Oh, the curse of Jimmy. The curse of Jimmy. Hey, hold on real quick. This boy Will is going hard. Boy, this Will is holding down Facebook. I'm going to throw something at you, Prince, because I want you to sleep good at night. I want you to sleep good at night. All right, because I'm seeing something slightly different, though.
Yes, sir.
My boy Will said, we finally seeing some changes, bro. And see, let's talk about that real quick, because see, it's easy to be mad over the last 27 years. But what have we always said, right, Prince? Just keeping it real. When Jerry and them go get out the way? When Jerry and them go stop trying to be the damn coach? Well, when the head coach said he wanted Kellen Moore gone, did the head coach get his way?
Nope.
He did. He got Kellen Moore out of here. You see what I'm saying?
He did. He probably did.
See, because I know we mad. I know we mad. And we got a reason to be mad too, Prince. We got a reason. All I'm saying is that we also starting to see some things we haven't seen in a while. When was the last time any head coach had as much power as McCarthy?
That's a good question.
I can't. Maybe Parcells. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, go ahead.
Right.
So I just want to, and I'm not trying to make us Koolaid drinkers to where we're optimistic and dumb, but I'm also saying we have reasons to say, you know what? In some ways, we doing better. To my boy Will point where he say we finally seeing some changes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that real quick.
No, you good, bro. I'm gonna make this point about the Kellen Moore situation.
Okay.
After that San Francisco game, Jerry and Steven knew. They saw with their eyes that he had to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had to go.
Yeah.
They couldn't make excuses for him anymore.
Ooh, hey Prince, to your point, and I talked about this yesterday, Prince. To your point, because I showed that clip yesterday where Jerry said, I was talking to Mike McCarthy so many times, even drinking beers, and we would be talking about the nuance of football, and I would be watching the game and I wouldn't be seeing what we discussed.
Right.
Which basically was saying Kellen Moore was not doing what Mike McCarthy and Jerry discussed.
Exactly.
Ooh. See, that makes me feel good that they're listening. You see what I'm saying? What I would hate, this is what I hate. I hate the days of seeing it and they not seeing it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I hated the days of seeing Kellen Moore is horrible at situational play calling. And I'm screaming at the television every Sunday, like, why the hell you throwing the ball 14 times and y'all was up by 14 points on Green Bay? And then you like, why the fuck does front office not see this? But now we hearing Jerry say, I'm seeing it. Like, I can be mad, but also when I'm listening and they saying, damn, they saying what we saying.
You know what? But you know what the key word, boss, was? And I heard Bobby Bell say this on the bus. Okay. He said Steven when they got on the plane on the way back to Dallas, Steven was mad.
Yeah. They was seeing it. I swear they was seeing it. They was seeing it, coach. I mean to call you Prince. They was seeing it. You know? So it makes me say, and I'm just being real. That's why I say I don't want to be positive or negative. I want to be accurate.
Oh no, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect. Yeah, man, because all you do, you keep it 100, man. That's why I respect you. You keep it 100.
Oh shit.
And stuff like.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
My boy Life Crazy say, boss, Daniel Jones signed, bro. Don't tell me Daniel Jones signed. What he signed for, bro? What? Oh god damn. Hold on. Oh shit. Let me look this up real quick because this is breaking news. Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
I need to see what this is. Oh
my god. No, go ahead, bro.
Please don't be no 40 plus major millions on this. Okay, so Daniel Jones negotiations hovering around $40 million. I don't see nothing official yet.
Okay.
They say 4-year, 160.
Okay.
That's good.
Woo.
If it's 4 years, 160. Woo wee.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we dodging bullets. We dodging bullets right now. We dodging some bullets. Woo.
Saw this earlier, boss, but I heard Stephon Diggs has unfollowed the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he followed the Dallas Cowboys. And whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, Stephon Diggs is starting to make the moves, and he's starting to let the Buffalo say, hey, y'all need to go ahead and move me. And they already know where he want to go. And basically, so get on the phone and get Stephon Diggs. Okay, if you got to trade the 26 picks, so be it. So, exactly, because Stephon Diggs is going to be better than who you trying to get in the draft anyway. And all them receivers, that's the frustrating part. I'm tired of their philosophy. Their philosophy is foolish. It's smart long term, but we right here, you don't even have to sell the whole farm. All you need is 1, 2, maybe 3 key pieces.
Yeah, that's with this team. That's all we need. That's all we need. My boy Jake say I'm calling in. Now I agree.
Yes, sir.
I feel so relieved right now knowing it was only $40 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna keep.
But let me ask you a question, Jay Prince, before you go. If you Dak and Daniel Jones got $40 million, what you said?
Well, that's a good question. If
You know what I'm saying?
He got 40.
I'm telling the fan base to kiss my ass.
Right.
For all of y'all complaining that I got $40 million and we just saw Daniel Jones get $40 million and I owned him up and down. I'm telling every Cowboy fan that don't like my $40 million first contract to kiss my whole ass. That's what I'm saying if I'm Dak.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest. I would tell every one of these dudes, man, y'all could kiss me all over. Finish with the ass.
Yes, sir. I agree.
For real.
And I agree.
Daniel Jones just got $40 million. It better not be a single Cowboy fan say nothing about Dak. Not one. Shut your mouth.
Sir.
Shut up. Prince, let me take another call, bro. Let me take another call, man. I enjoyed it, Prince. Make sure you call back in, big dog.
You do, brother. All
right, bro. That was a good one, man. I'm going to call my boy. I see you to 561. I'm going to call you, bro. I'm going to call you on the 561. I must have got you crunk. He said, I'm going to call in. I'm calling you, bro. Your voice matter. Let's get it. Then I'm going to get out of here, man, because we got to get ready for that final word. I'm calling you, Jacob. My boy Jake said, you got to answer the phone, though, bro. I'm calling. They franchise tag Saquon. Wait. Okay.
Please leave your message for...
I tried to call you, bro. You didn't pick up. I really did. Yeah, I really tried to call you. All right, so listen. I'm going to take one more. Oh, okay. Here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hello? Yo.
Yeah, Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yep. You can hear me? Damn plug, you speak Swahili?
I speak Swahili. Yeah, I speak that Swahili. Who I'm talking to, big dog?
Man, this is Jake the Great, Boss Cowboy. This is my first time calling you, but, I've been following your channel, for a long time. It's the first time, you get to hear my voice. I just want to say I appreciate your hard work, brother. Saying don't ever think that the time you putting in is in vain, because a person like me that looks forward to your hour-long shows. You can go 4 or 5 hours. Listen, I don't mind at all. You help me drive these miles. And while Long is gone and the boys are gone, I say, man, I got to call Boss and let him know I appreciate it, man. So I'm sending these flowers to you, brother. Keep up the great work, man. I love your energy. I love how you run your show. Do your thing, my dog.
Man, appreciate it, Jake. I appreciate that, man. That was a good call, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, one more time. Hey, wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah. I ain't rushing.
I had told this to Law, but that last caller that called in, man, bump Stephon Diggs, man. We do not need this dude out there. You see how the man blew up on Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Stephon Diggs blows up on Dak Prescott like that?
It would be horrible.
Heck no.
But wait. You said you don't want Stephon Diggs, dog?
Hell no. The reason, excuse me the language, the reason I say that, I told Law the story, man. My brother, my cousin, but I call him my brother. We grew up together. He drives trucks, but he got a gig doing a chauffeur business type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So over the Super Bowl weekend, he had a client by the name of Aaron Jones. And he had Aaron Jones the whole weekend, had to take his family and Aaron Jones' brother to different sets. You know, he was on First Take, so they'll move around from set to set to set. So in the meantime of driving these NFL players around, guess who jumps in the limousine? Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
So I'm telling my cousin, hey man, you better start ear hustling and find out what's going on, and you let me know. So the conversation continued on that these boys don't be feeling Dak like that. I guess the media done poisoned their mind. They believe Dak Prescott is average to below average, and it came out of Stephon Diggs and Aaron Jones' mouth. And the person that they hold, I swear to you on everything I love. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I swear to you.
Wait, Jake, wait. Yep. Jake, you was ear hustling. Jake, your boy was ear hustling.
Hey, yeah, by ear hustling, man. I said, man, you tell me what they say. And then when I heard that, I was so disappointed. I'm like, damn, that's how they feel about that? So once I seen that he unfollowed Buffalo, I said, okay, I was going to keep this story to myself. But now I got to let Cowboy Nation know, the heck with Stephon Diggs. You are not going to blow up on my Dak Prescott like that.
Jake, wait, I didn't know what you was going to say, bro.
Yeah, man. But that's all I got for now, Boss Cowboy. I'll definitely be calling in when you're on that line. But head no to Stephon Diggs.
All right, man. That was a good one, Jake. But Jake say, nah, bro, I want that dude over here. He don't believe in my quarterback. I love the loyalty now. That's funny as hell. And let's talk about this, too. This non-exclusive tag, and then I promise you I'm really out of here. Before I talk about this non-exclusive,
bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
I love that y'all be speaking y'all mind, boy. Y'all be having me rolling, bro. I be real life tears over here. That boy, that shit, but hell no. That boy said, nah, that boy spoke on my quarterback. Hold on, let me take one more count. One boy got tears in my eyes. Oh man, Boss Cowboy Sports.
OG.
What's up? Who's this?
This Lamar, Common Sense Lab.
Man, let's get it, Lamar. What you got, dog?
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm catching you at the end of the show. I was rushing. I was trying to get off of work so I can get to where you can hear me because I was around all that construction. I couldn't get to you in time.
Let's get it. What you got? Hold on. Before you start, let me remind these people hit that like button. Y'all, please hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? We work hard to bring y'all that content. The way to share it is sometimes just to hit that like button. It's going to put us in front of more people that like Cowboys content. We greatly appreciate that. Go ahead, Lamar.
All right. Yeah. Man, I was really calling. I was really getting the old boy. Your last caller just threw me off with that because I heard him on Law this morning, and I was working. I couldn't really say nothing to it, but I was, man, whoo. I don't know what everybody else sees, but I don't think Dak average below average. But anyway,
no,
I was calling though.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, the thing about that, about what Jake was talking about, this is see, a lot of players are also influenced by the media too. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, and sometimes it's some set tripping going on. To where, I don't like your team, so I'm going to call your quarterback average. But when it comes down to it, I know Diggs will be very happy with Dak throwing him the football. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, though. That wasn't your
right.
point.
And then at the same time, you also got to look at it like, his Trayvon out there openly, contesting for Dak that, he don't want no other quarterback but Dak. But yeah, your brother that's a receiver, gonna say he average or below average. So it don't make sense. But at the same time, you know how it goes. I was calling in to talk about my super chat yesterday when I was talking about the pushing pawns when you can checkmate with bishops, rooks, and knights.
Okay, talk about it. I'm glad you called back.
Okay. Okay, so it was a little bit deep, but the thing about it is that I can't remember the whole thing we was talking about yesterday, but the whole point is that we gotta understand that there's gonna be a misdirection, and when you're doing misdirection, what you're doing is you're gonna be pushing those pawns. Okay, you want the opponent to see you doing one thing, but while you setting up another thing. Okay, and that's really what we fail to. Well, what Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones fail to realize, like you said, yes, this season has been different. Like, they're not as talkative and they're not talking about the players as much. But at the same time, what pawns are they pushing to set us up with the knight, the rook, and the bishop? You know what I mean? Right. Like, what are you setting something up, or you gonna be just like Kellen Moore and get stuck on pushing your pawns? You know, like, that's the whole thing with Kellen Moore. All he did was push pawns. He didn't set up Tony Pollard, or like Skywalker still say, he didn't dribble with a purpose. Right. You know what I mean? You didn't set the run game up or the pass game up based off of the run game or the play action pass or anything like that.
Right.
And so we just really and that's the whole point. Like, even with everything that's going on, we got to understand that there's going to be a misdirection in that. But at the same time, there's other pieces on the board that we can use to get what we want.
Let's talk about Let's talk about
okay, go ahead.
Because me and Landlord, we was talking yesterday, and I was talking about how I'm now starting to boldly say that I don't even think we just go to the Super Bowl. I think we gonna win it, right? I mean this shit too, right? I ain't capping.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that for TV or subs. I ain't doing none of that. I mean that. Now, I was telling Landlord, I said, bro, I'm skipping over part of the process, and I know I am. I know I'm skipping over free agency in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Because Landlord, we was having a discussion. He was like, boss, we in some bad situations. And I said, Landlord, I agree that most of our situations are not good personnel-wise. I said, but I might trust Will McClay at this point and Steven and Jerry too much because of their track record of getting talent. I said, at this point, I'm just skipping and assuming they go do what they've done. He was like, what you talking about? I said, remember, big dog, we had the worst defense just 3 years ago in our franchise history. He replaced the whole D in 1 year. When you really look at us, we ain't got that big of a needs. If you was able to fix a whole goddamn D in 1 year, I'm not scared about 2 or 3 holes. Guard, tackle, corner, receiver. What? I ain't afraid of that. Not with our track record of what we've done over the last 3 years. That's why I'm saying I'm skipping. I'm already assuming that we finna kill this free agency. And we getting ready to kill the draft. Am I tripping?
You're not tripping, but you missing one aspect. Okay. And the main reason why you missing that one aspect is because you're just not remembering what you had already spoke about. Okay. So I started following you back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how long I've been rocking with you.
Day one, right?
And so in 2020, when we signed Mike McCarthy, one of your first videos, I can't remember which one it was. You was on board with Mike McCarthy, but you was borderline because the only reason why you was borderline is because your main thing was what has he changed in that year time off.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you said one thing in that video that was the main reason that I was onto him, and it was because Mike McCarthy is not just coming in here to be a head coach. Mike McCarthy is coming in here to change the culture.
Right.
And that was back in 2020.
Right.
Okay, now when you look at back from 2020 to now and everything that transpired till then, Mike McCarthy now I'm gonna refer this back. Mike McCarthy been pushing pawns since he got in here.
Yeah, facts.
He been pushing those pawns in here, and what he had to do with those pawns is he had to show Jerry Jones the misdirection of what you doing is not working. So I got to show you, and I got to build all this up just to show you that what you doing is not working, and what we need to be doing is utilizing our playmakers and all these other skill sets that we got to get what we want. And like with Coach Mars, I forgot what's the other coach you was talking about setting up the debate
Coach
about
Q.
yesterday.
Coach Q.
Coach Q and Coach Mars.
Q-Dog.
Okay, like I agree with both of them about the talent over players and like landlords, the Jimmy and Joes over X's and O's.
Yep.
But what's the one thing that all athletes heard their entire life? Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. The thing about it is we got some talented players, but we need put it like this. Calvin Joseph got talent. We all know Calvin Joseph got talent. But Deron Bland worked hard as hell. Am I lying about that?
I think both of them boys work hard.
They work hard.
But
they both work hard, but I'm saying,
I would say the difference between their games was attention to detail. I missed the super chat. My bad. Hold on. I missed the super chat. Let me get this.
Go ahead.
Because I'm listening to you and I wasn't looking at the. You know how it go. He said, I think Dan Jones is getting 40 million. He has 160 million over 4. Yeah. It's about 40 million. Yeah, 40 million. Yeah, that's why I said if I was Dak, I'd tell everybody to kiss me all over that don't like my contract. But go ahead. Go ahead, Lab.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, they both work hard. But what I'm saying, if we just looking at talent alone, we all know Kelvin Joseph got more talent than Bland.
Yeah.
Right. Just all the point.
He a better athlete.
But you all, he better straight up better athlete. But you can also look at it and say, hey, Bland, even though he got thrust into the role, he put in a little bit more time and effort in his craft to get what he needs to get done. And that's all I'm saying. Like you gotta have. I'm going with both of the coaches. You got to have a mixture of both. You got to have a mixture of talent, and you got to have a mixture of players that work hard. That way, because the biggest thing about what was it? Kansas City. What was his name? The running back Pacheco, the 7th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a 7th rounder. Everybody's talking about you can get the production from the running back from a 7th rounder. He actually was just a role player that his coach used it properly, and that's all we asking for in Dallas. Like, no matter what it is, just use our players properly. Steven Jones, Jerry Jones, whoever.
So check this out, Common Sense Lab. Because, see, I was waiting on you to tell me where I was tripping. You ain't broke me down yet.
Where you was tripping?
Yeah,
look, I done got off track. Okay.
Yeah, you done went hard, man. You done went into 3 sermons, bro. You gotta come on now. Get back to the original sermon we were talking about, bro.
My bad.
Let me take you back. Let me take you back, and then I want to talk this out with you. So what I was saying was, I'm skipping over the concern of personnel because honestly, what I'm saying is I trust our personnel department. You know what I mean? That's why I'm going all the way past free agency and the draft. I'm assuming we go kill it because, in my opinion, we mostly always do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've just lost the fear of us getting talent in here, right? So I'm like, already we go do that. That's why I'm going past that and looking at Mike McCarthy with Dan Quinn and saying those two guys together, working with Will McClay, is getting ready to be magical. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was asking you, am I tripping?
Okay, only you not tripping, but like I said, the only thing you missing is Steven and Jerry continue their insane narrative. Okay, so I sent you a message the other day and said, I forgot, it was about the free agents. Said the problem with the free agents or Cowboys bringing in free agents and hitting on free agents is that we miss on the free agents we bring in the offseason. Okay, now besides Jaron Curse, Malik Hooker, which free agents did we hit on that we brought in the offseason? Just off season alone.
I think we was hit and miss on some. I think Malik Hooker was a hit.
Right, and that's what I said. Malik Hooker, Jaron Curse. Now, outside of those two,
it's some more.
Which ones that we brought in?
It's some more.
I can't. Okay, it might be it's a few. It's a few, but it's not much.
The problem, some good hits. Obviously the DT that we brought in from the Raiders, that was a hit.
No, he didn't come in the off season.
Oh, you been technical, bro. You ain't finna do me like that, dog. Hell no.
No, just go with me. No, for real. I'm saying it's gonna prove my point.
Wait. So it got to be the off season. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. Finish.
Okay, yeah, just the off season.
Okay. All right. So in the off season, let's think about it, because I actually felt like they did pretty good in the off season. I felt like Cobb, when they got him in the off season, was a good one. I felt like Quinn was a good one when they got him in the off season. I felt like even a long time ago, Antoine Woods was not bad.
Right.
Especially with our way of evaluating DTs at that time, we was basically getting them from the super dollar store.
Right.
I'm thinking some more that I think we did okay with. Since you said the off season, I think Kazi wasn't bad. Kazi was the safety we brought in.
KZ? Oh,
KZ.
yeah, KZ.
Yeah, KZ.
No,
You say no.
I can't. No.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna put it like this.
So hold on. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay.
How about Xavier Rhodes and it got to be the off season, boy. You see, boy.
It got to be the off season.
Wait, dog. Go ahead.
You see? Now you see what I'm saying.
No, I don't. Because that's what I'm saying is common sense. Okay. What I'm saying is common sense. When I add it all together, I feel like we do a pretty good job of bringing in talent wherever we bring it from, whether it's drafted or free agency. I think we good.
Let me bring it home for you. So what I'm saying is, besides those handful in the off season, we don't really hit much in the off season on free agents besides those 5 handfuls over the last 5 years. Okay, so when we get those ones in season like the Hankins, we're still building the team instead of taking the team over the top. Those ones we get in season should be the final pieces that take us over the top to the next step. Okay, I hate to use these dumpster juice team as doodle birds, but you know what I'm saying? I don't hate, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at, and that's my only part that I feel like you missing. Like if we can get free agents in this off season, that's gonna contribute and get us where we need to be. That way, when we add the ones during the season, we're only adding the ones in the season that's gonna be either depth, it's gonna be depth, or it's gonna be the ones that gonna have depth and take us over the top on things that we actually need. You know, like in case of injury or anything, or we just straight lacking in one area. Like, okay, if say we got a receiver last year, we was able to get Jerry Jeudy last year. Okay, we was able to get Jerry Jeudy last year in the offseason. Hankins, we got Hankins, he would have took us over the.
I see. Okay. Cover sis. See, this we debated. I didn't ever want to debate you, dog. God damn, because you a cool dude, bro. I ain't want to fight a cool dude today. Damn. You finna fight.
You said one day. Damn. Well, let's fight it then. Because look, this one thing I know.
Bruh.
This one thing I know about Boss Cowboy. He don't love you until he fights you. So let's get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you. I don't give a damn. I don't give who you are. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you.
Hell no.
All right, so let's talk about it just real quick. Because I think common sense, and we just talking this out. I think you are the perfect picture of what I've been talking about the last 3 weeks. Where most people that got a problem with the Cowboys, in my opinion, believe that it's our talent where we should be more aggressive in the offseason to move us over the top. I don't think that's our issue at all. Cause see, you brought up what's old boy that played for Denver. You brought up the receiver that played for Denver just now, and you said, what if we would have got him last year? The issue, honestly, is we didn't even need to get him last year. All we had to do is keep Amari. You see what I'm saying? Because we had Amari. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't talent.
Wait, hold on before you get. Hold on. All I'm saying, I was meaning.
Go ahead.
Go Amari.
Say that again.
We got Amari.
You broke up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
I was saying last offseason, like after we got Amari. I wasn't saying it like the whole like 2020, 21. I was just saying last year, like in the offseason before 2020, 22 season started.
I'm with you, but see, this is what I'm saying. It wasn't to me. and it's okay if we disagree on this too, because some people don't agree with me on this. I don't think it's talent. I think it's other stuff. Like, we would have kept Amari. Put it like this: we would have kept Amari if front office wouldn't have overrode Mike McCarthy. You see what I'm saying? Because Mike McCarthy was saying last year that he wanted Amari to get more targets. Kellen Moore was saying we didn't need a number one. So the fact that we got rid of Amari meant that we went with Kellen Moore over Mike McCarthy. So to me, the problem is not the talent. The problem was the decisions made with the talent that we bring in. That's why I don't think we like one guy away type of things. I think we got to just stop pissing on what we already got. You see what I'm saying? When we got something good, treat it good. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And to me, that's where we mess up even more than bringing in the talent. You know what I'm saying? Because every year we say the same things. We need one guy over the hump. I felt like shit for the most part, except for receiver last year. We was over the hump at every position except maybe linebacker.
I agree with that. And see what I'm saying is I'm not necessarily saying bring in more talent. I'm saying on the people that you bring in, is the hit rate of their success for us is what bothers me. Like that's all I'm saying. Like it's just the hit rate, because most of those guys don't really hit, or like we said, it's only a handful that actually hit. So when we do need the ones during the season that do hit, it's mostly just basically filling up a void that we missed in the off season. Like, we bring in talent. I don't disagree with that. To me, the Cowboys are in the top 5 of bringing in talent, whether it's Marshalls, whether it's whatever, or whether it's draft or free agents. But it's just the fact of it's either
common sense.
Go ahead.
We the best at bringing in talent. The best.
Right.
Let me just say this, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna listen to you. We the best, bro. They already did a study that proved that we have spent the least amount of money out of all teams. But yet, the last 2 years, we was 2 games away from the Super Bowl. That's cold, bro. That's even though it's like making a sausage, it's ugly. When it all come together, the talent that be on that field, whoo-wee. But go ahead, common sense.
Well, you know what that say to me?
What's that?
That tells me that all the fans that's worried about a $40 million quarterback need to get ready before him to be 55, because he's the one that's holding it all all But that's a story for a different day.
That is another story for a different day. I 100% agree. I 100% agree.
You know what I mean? Because it's only two things constant in there, and when one of them wasn't in there, you wasn't number one in offense, you wasn't number one in yards, you wasn't number one in scoring. But as soon as he get back, you go right back up there. Like I said, anyway.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Right?
Hey, I'm just saying. But okay, this is my whole thing, bro. And I'm gonna let you go, because I know you got to get ready for the show tonight so we can watch it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I was working hard today in these last fucking couple minutes. Yeah. The thing about it is, we agree wholeheartedly on everything. And like I said, all I'm saying is that whatever Marshall's brand, free agents, whatever, if we could just have a better success of a hit rate, you know what I mean? That just hit more on those in the off season. It would help us a whole lot more if we hit, like, real quick, like how they brought in Clinton Diggs, Gerald McCoy got injured, Dante Poe didn't get used right, Everson Griffin didn't get used right. Like, they brought in players and they brought in talent, but the hit rate of those players, however, because they didn't get used right, they was injured, whatever, the hit rate is all I'm saying. We need to hit on those in the off season, to where that when we get the Hankins and, the Robert Quinns and the Amari Coopers in season, we can go to that next step, just like Amari did for us in 2018. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, and how I'm looking at it. Like, if we just get the hit rate and get the success out of those talent and be able to utilize them right, whether it's the coaching staff or whatever, whoever it is, if we get that hit right, bro, that's what's gonna get us. And so I'm with you on when we get when we get to the Super Bowl, we're not getting there to come home empty-handed. We're getting to the Super Bowl and we're going to win it because the culture and the players and everything is already going to be in place. So all we're going to have to do is just like Jimmy Johnson said, I already knew that Buffalo turned the ball over. So all I had to do was make sure my boys believed that we was going to get that ball and we was going to win that game because we don't turn the ball over. And that's all I got for y'all. I love you, Boss Cowboy Nation. Man, y'all have to hit that like button and let's get on for the next one, boy. Let's get ready for this championship, baby. How about them Cowboys, y'all? Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. That's my boy Common Sense, man. I enjoyed that call, man. Say, I'm loving that more and more y'all are starting to call in. I appreciate it, man. And I know y'all watching from all types of places, man. And we greatly appreciate it. Everybody that's watching and supporting Boss Cowboy Sports, man, we always appreciate y'all helping build this community of Cowboy fans and followers, you know, and we just appreciate that, man. Y'all been rocking with us for some time, you know, and we appreciate that, man, and y'all just continue to do that, man. And then lastly, remember, even before you go, hit that freaking like, bro, because some of y'all done walked in late. Hit that like. It helps the channel. It helps us grow. Just a simple freaking thumbs up, bro. So it's other ways to also help us out. You can help us out with the Cash App too. If you do decide to donate cash to the channel, no pressure, but we obviously appreciate that it helps us grow. It's helping us make some upgrades that we have coming. So that's also a Cash App with $ Boss Cowboy Sports. We appreciate all the super chats. Most important, we appreciate y'all loyalty. We appreciate y'all input. We appreciate your shares. Please continue to do that. We will be back later with the final word. I think it's going to be one of the best shows. I love all the people that's down with this. I really do. These are good friends at this point. I've developed great relationships with everybody at this point, especially these guys. And I think it's going to be just entertaining. You know, I just like the season that's going to be here today. We also got a special guest that's going to be coming next week on the final word. We also have the draft show this Thursday where we will be putting it all together. All right. So we got a special show also coming tomorrow. We got more and more content that's going to be dropping. Y'all just continue to just rock with Boss Cowboy Sports, man. We remember we go always fight to be loyal here and never devoted. We are going to always tell you what we believe you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Tariq, that boy Tariq in the building. He said I was trying to chime in on that right quick, man. Before you get off here, give me 2 minutes of a call. All right, I got you, bro. Tariq, you one of the only dudes that I literally would stop my conclusion for, bro. I was just getting ready to conclude. Let me go call my homie Tariq. He said he got 2 minutes. I'm calling you, Tariq. I was just finna get out of here too. But let me call the OG Tariq, man. Tariq be bringing that funk, man. We gotta listen to sometimes.
Yo, boy.
What's up, bro? Bro,
I'm chilling, man.
You know you the only dude that can stop me from a conclusion, dog. I was deep into my flow. I done talked about the super chats, how to give to the chat. I done talked about all that, man. But Tariq, give me 2 minutes. All right, Tariq. I need 2 minutes. What you got?
Yeah, I just need 2 minutes.
What you got?
I just need 2 minutes.
What you got?
I believe I heard bits and pieces of what the last guy just said. I agree. As far as the draft, the Cowboys is one of the top teams in the NFL as far as drafting. With their draft capital, I do give them that for right now. I give them that because of Will McClay. But as far as treating their own players right when it's time to sign them and going out in free agency and landing some big fish, no, they're not the top team in that. To me, they a little bit below the bar as far as finding top notch draft. I mean not draft,
free
top
agents.
notch.
Yeah,
free agents.
Yeah,
and talking about their team, they're seen right in the media and treating them dudes right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They need those 2 things. If they can improve on those 2 things and make all 3 things come together, we're a Super Bowl caliber team. We there. We there. But it's just a little bit that need to be sprinkled on there. A little bit more goodness need to be sprinkled into the pot for it all to come out. I
agree.
My quick thing I wanted to say is that I'm on team Big Game James, team OC. I'm going against you and you, my dog. Shout out to you. Shout out to Okoye. Shout out to you. I'm against y'all. I ain't with y'all on this.
I shouldn't even call you back, bro.
you know, see what I was on, man. But you know, You know, but
hold on,
I know it's gonna be a good one.
Wait. You mean I called you for you to set trip on me, dog?
Hey, man.
You dirty, dog.
Hey.
You dirty. That must have give me 2 minutes. I'm finna get me on the phone so I can take a shot at you.
Hey, man. Ain't nothing but love, man. We all love each other, man. We all.
Yeah,
hey, man. But my thing is like this. I know all you guys are gonna come with great points tonight. You're gonna give a lot of the nation something to think about. That's all I care about, man. Because I know you guys are gonna bring it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's gonna
but
be fine.
I'm gonna say it like this, because you and Okoye, oh my God, y'all joined at the hip a little bit, because y'all be trying to hold on to these players sometimes.
Man, stop, bro.
The only difference.
Get on, dog. Hell no. You got
the only difference is you do be calling people out. I don't see Big Dog Koye calling people out like that one time. But I do give you credit. You do be calling people out, and I do be agreeing with some of the people that should be calling out. But I was going to see this show, y'all. I'm gonna let you go. Peace, Cowboy Nation, and I see everybody on the final word tonight. Peace.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. That was the whole Tyreek, man. I'm out. Y'all stay up, man. Y'all come back tonight, man. It's gonna be another one. You already know, man. It's gonna be another one. It's another one.
Boss Cowboy
Let's go.
Sports. Where your voice matters.
Let's go, man.
Another one.
Man, let's go. Run it up.
Run it up.
Yes, indeed, man. Ooh, I can't stop smiling, thinking about this team. Let's get it.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
My boy Tyreek was like, call me. I'm finna speak my mind. I'm with the shit.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Man.
If we locked in, no switching up.
Let's go. Come on now. Run it up.
Run it up.
Let's get it.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Man, let's get this thing going. Another one.